Welcome back to the Chammy. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really cute dogs. So Spirit, what does JD need to know about their love life? Also, if you've just found us and we're not live, skip to the end for the free collective message. I always try to do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who maybe comes by, gets a reading, doesn't get a reading, maybe finds the channel when we are not live. So JD, are you there, dear? JD, are you there? Sorry about the live freezing. I guess from the beginning when you came in or something, there was probably problems. Spirit, what does JD need to know about their new love life? What do they need to know about their new love life, Spirit? What do they need to know about what's new in their love life now and in the not too distant future? Hey, welcome back, Ghost Guy. Hey, y'all, don't forget to like the live. And if you want to ask a free yes or no, go ahead and ask a free yes or no. So it's almost as if, JD, you've had some kind of epiphany about your love life. Maybe you feel like you've been kind of hanging by a thread in regards to your love story. But it's as if you've come to light with something. You've already had the epiphany. You're ready to walk into that light of the epiphany that you've had in this High Priestess and Hanged Man. Thanks so much, Maria. I appreciate it. Hey, Ghost Guy, you should go ahead and read my description and read all my rules so that you can define your questions a little bit more appropriately, please. All paid readings take precedence over free questions here. And when it comes to the High Priestess, JD, this card is letting you know that Spirit encourages you with going after whatever it is that is making you feel as if you're free now from this thread you're feeling like you've been hanging on to in regards to your old love story or your no love story. High Priestess is one of those cards that's also letting you know that Spirit and the divine have your back. They want you to tell them, spirits, angels, Mother Earth, tell them, what is it that you've come to enlightenment about with your love story. You've got the Lover's card here. That's the energy behind this High Priestess, this Hanged Man. It's really powerful stuff. Spirit, letting you know that energy behind that epiphany is, maybe it's that you are ready to let go of whatever it is that is keeping you from being here now, and realizing that love has already found you. Your desires are already there for you to proceed with. Maybe you have felt stubborn about certain suitors. Maybe you have felt the right one hasn't come by or come forth, but that's just not the truth. I think we've talked before about in a love reading, somebody new, somebody it's not quite your typical expectation. Loving choices, loving actions, loving words to yourself and others is going to really draw in that soulmate, that love mate, that love connection. Don't be hard on yourself about it. sometimes when we start thinking about the love story we would have liked to have been, sometimes we'll find, if we look through the cracks, something even better. Spirit, what does JD need to know about this specific magician that has been called forth in this reading today? Specifically regarding their new love story. Spirit, what does JD need to know about that? Will he tell me he loves me soon? Okay, I'll get to your questions in a moment, Maria and Good Sky. So we got the Empress card, Tower card. Emperor card. Any special messages regarding this Empress, Emperor, and Tower card, Spirit? For JD? Go back to a time, JD, when you maybe had somebody in your life or experienced matching that energy with somebody without having to always have them validate, like somebody who really cared, has been thinking and having a lot of feelings about you. Somebody you know already, somebody around you that has this matching energy as you, JD. They've got this feeling of wanting to know, or somebody out there, someone somewhere special to you already, somebody you already know. It's like they want to feel you in their arms. They want to share with you their thoughts, their feelings. They feel like your energy matches them. You feel like their energy matched you. I feel like Spirit's saying either way that you decide, whether you decide to go looking back at an old love story to rewrite it or go forward, this is what your partner embodies in this energy. Matching energy, making the worst out of the best, loving choices, responses, actions. Spirit, what would this person's energy, since we're not separate, what would this person's energy tell JD right now? If they could tell JD something, could you give JD some kind of idea on how to recognize this person? What would this person say to JD if they could say it right now? What would that be, Spirit? Denji, go ahead and put your question in the chat, dear, if you haven't already. The Spirit is saying that if there's something that this person, this energy, this being this magician that's coming up in your love tarot reading over here with the love tarot cards. They would say, let's let go of control issues and unrequited loves. Or they have let go of control issues and feel like your love story is unrequited. Okay, Dingy, we can get to that question in a moment. Thanks so much for your patience today. How will JD recognize this person? Oh, Spirit, you're so funny. So Spirit wants you to keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I don't know how you feel about unrequited love, but allowing the situation with your love story to unfold naturally is going to really help you, help guide you in the direction that you're guided to take. I feel like that person would also tell you to let go of any unrequited love. Spirit's also enthusiastic to tell you that if there was unrequited love at some point in time, you can make it right. But what maybe held you back from creating that reality and aligning with that frequency and that vibration may have put things on pause because maybe you were feeling like there needed to be a time limit, like it had to be this year, or it had to be this month, or it had to be right now. And maybe at some point or another, or maybe many times, maybe unrequited love stories or exes or people from your past, have made you feel sad or not so good about yourself, maybe. So what happened is that magnetism, that charisma, that chemistry kind of fizzled out because maybe the connection wasn't too strong to begin with. Somebody is very attracted to you or coming in is going to be very attracted to you. So start thinking about the things that fill you with the idea of attraction and romance. Even though thinking about eating an apple is not the same as eating an apple, it sure can stir up some emotions, feelings, and certain senses in your body and your mind and your overall well-being to want to get up and go get that apple based on your memories and fact of, just the joy of eating an apple, especially a nice, crispy, juicy apple. So just going to get a little bit of advice for you. Love at first sight could be coming for you. Don't have to look at it. It'll just show up, JD. Spirit, any advice for JD in this new love story or right now in their life and in the now and the not too distant future? Any direct message from the liminal space thing? Yeah, Spirit says tag you're it. So remember, as within, so without. There's nothing outside of you to give you your love story. You don't have to heal your inner child. You don't have to give up anything except, your limiting beliefs and your circumstances. Like it's saying, I know we've done a reading before where it was about this year, like, will you find the one or something like that before this year? It's already, the idea is already in your thoughts and feelings. You don't have to go out there and find it. Love has already found you. So, excuse me, free yourself from the idea that, that you're in some kind of not love. Because JD, you're in love with the idea of what you want in your love story. It's important to serve that. Okay, your feelings are very valid. It's not pretend like acting. It's very your thoughts and feelings are absolutely valid. If somebody doesn't want to give you a commitment, don't freak out. It's okay. Let them have their not commitment. Okay, you guys were sent here to have fun. All right, doesn't mean you won't get your commitment. And if you are having sex with somebody, you have a right to ask for monogamy, commitment or not, or at least for them to be honest about what's going on in their sexual and personal sexual lives. If they're sleeping with you, it's very important to protect yourself, not just your heart, but sexually especially, because not everybody feels that they have the right to ask for monogamy despite no commitment. So keep me updated, JD. I'm here for you, dear. And just organizing the cards real quick, Denji, and we'll do your question in just a moment. So yeah, what do you want, JD? Think about it. Somebody out there loves you or cares about you, or they go to bed thinking about you in their arms. I couldn't tell you who it is. Spirit says they're magical. They're unique. They're different than your typical attraction kind of. Like you might go, what? I know I have before. When I figured out who my twin flame was, I was like, what? So don't let anybody tell you who your twin flame is. You're going to know, or your soulmates. We have many different kind of soulmates. It just might be a little bit more rough with romantic ones. Okay. Spirit, what does Denji need to know about this person's feelings? I hope I'm saying that. How does Aaron feel about Denija? I hope I'm saying your name right, dear. If I'm not, Spirit knows who you guys are anyway, so don't worry about it. Spirit knows what you're trying to ask. I don't always need to know. I'm just the messenger. Oh, yes. They do feel very happy about you. They do have feelings for you. We've got the sideways hanged man. It's like they could go either way. If you want to hang out and be together, they're fine with that. If you don't, they're cool with that. They're just happy to be around you, know you, and they feel pretty good about you as well. You get your romance angel card. Spirit, what do they need to know about the specific person's feelings for them? Do they how does this person, the Sarum person, feel about them? So they feel that you are some kind of soulmate to them for sure. They want you to give them a chance. They want to give it a chance. Even if they don't know it right now, they're definitely feeling butterfly belly, something special. Okay. So Spirit's letting you know, work on your partnership. What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to be like? How do you want it to feel? How do you want this person to feel about you? What do you want them to think about you? They're a soulmate for sure. This is your soulmate. Like, how does that feel? That's very powerful. It's very powerful. And soulmates come and go. They come and go together. They reunite. They go their own way. Very much like the twin flame. I think some people have made the twin flame journey a little bit more fascinating to read about compared to soulmates, but I think they're both just as fascinating. Let's see, what is Maria and Sky's questions? Keep me updated. I'm here for you, and thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like the lives. Spirit, what does a Leo love Ghost Guy as a girlfriend? I'll get right to you in a moment about the does he like you question, okay, dear? Hey, Metal Rain, how have you been, dear? Thank you for messaging me, Maria. I appreciate it. Maria, are you there? You need to do chamomile tea to slow that down, okay? So drink some chamomile tea. I promise it'll help. So yeah, there's something about you though that Ghost Guy, if you're still there, about the Leo. Do they love you as a girlfriend? Yeah, they might want you to be more like a sister wife to them. Sister friend, sister. It's very late. It's very like laid back, nice and easy, kind of traditional connection there. Spirit, what does Maria need to know? Will you tell her soon? Will you tell her soon? Wish I had good news. I texted her today, no response. Don't cry, sweetheart. Yes, Maria. He's so comfortable with you, he will slip and tell you soon. Tea for you. Yes, babe. Yes, babe. But yeah, that's what chamomile tea does, and that's why it's so amazing. And that goes for anything, honey. Like if you cut yourself, nosebleed, baby skin its knee or something, maybe you had a tooth pulled or some dental work, after the fact, maybe just drinking a few sips of tea. But yeah, definitely chamomile tea will slow any kind of bleeding down. And then you can even put a soothing topper on top of it, like a lavender, to help relax you a little bit more and take any anxiousness away or stress. Bring your antihistamine levels down. Bring your cortisol down. Add some honey. It'll be good for your throat, and soothe your throat, as well as be good for you overall, for antihistamine wise as well. And also, like I've been telling y'all, get some lavender and peppermint oil, essential oil. I prefer the Nature's Truth brand. So, like, if you feel a headache coming on, nausea, you're not feeling so well, mix the peppermint and the lavender, temples, in the inner wrists, inner elbows, back of the neck, maybe on the shoulders, the ear balls. I promise. And the peppermint will snap that headache away, and the lavender will soothe it. Lavender is also another natural antihistamine. So if you get bitten by a bug, like a spider or a mosquito, something like that, of course, clean it with the alcohol and or witch hazel, or maybe you prefer hydrogen peroxide, and then swipe it with some lavender oil, and it will take that itchiness away. Make sure it can be any chamomile tea. I just get my organic store brand. I try to make sure that I eat as much organic as possible, but I don't know. My favorite tea is orange spice. I love this spice tea. So chamomile, yeah, it will slow down bleeding. So, say you maybe had a nosebleed, and you stop the nosebleed. You don't want it to come back. Drink that chamomile tea, and it will kind of just keep your system from bleeding out. It'll slow it down at least. Like if you get another nosebleed or you cut yourself, it won't stop bleeding. Definitely go to the hospital, but get yourself some chamomile tea while you're waiting for someone to get their shit together to get you to the hospital. If you have your moon cycle, same thing. If you have like some dental work done, maybe you're still bleeding a little bit after you left the doctor's, get yourself a nice cold or even room temperature tea. I don't think you can really drink warm stuff on the first day after tooth work, but there's so many wonderful holistic home remedies. But chamomile is going to be a good friend for all of you. Well, tell her now. So she loses a lot of blood probably because there's might be things in her diet that and in her stress levels and the certain things that she's doing 2 weeks before the cycle starts. That's when you have to be most sensitive with your body and eat more whole foods, eat less sugar, eat more natural sugars, make sure that you're taking time to rest, you're taking time to do the self-care, making sure you're eating more whole foods. Because I had to break it down. It was like, okay, my family was like, oh shit, the bitch is bleeding. So it's like, oh, I'm like, please don't call it that. That's so gross. I hate you guys. If they'd have to listen to me go back and forth all day. Oh God, oh God. It was horrible. So I started to try to think about, well, what is it that could be, what could I eliminate that might make it a little better? So I took away all dairy, I took away all meat, I took away all cigarettes, I took away all sugar. I just experiment to see what would be different the next time around, and then it was like I went back to being normal. It's like everything went back to, it's like my whole body reset itself, and I realized how I needed to be treating my body and treating myself that 2 weeks before the cycle actually comes. And that's why I recommend everyone to get a cycle tracker on their phone. Note what kind of symptoms you're having. Sometimes it could be because you're maybe you gain 10 pounds, maybe you gain 15 pounds, maybe you gain 25 pounds. You might lose a little bit of weight because you change some of the things you ate. You stop eating as many processed foods. You start eating more whole foods. You start eating more plant-based proteins instead of eating and as so many animal proteins. You stop eating all those nasty oils, and you're only sticking to like vegan butter or animal-based butter, whatever you're comfortable with, or your and your olive oils. So I had to nitpick through everything because I not only wanted to stop the nightmare, but I wanted to be able to actually enjoy having my cycle around and allow my cycle to do what it is supposed to do, which is completely replenish my, um, my cells. I mean, our cells are turning over rapidly all the time. So while we're talking about chamomile tea and moon cycles, oh joy. Oh, you can also, Metal Rain, maybe suggest to her getting a yoni steamer. So for you ladies that don't know what that is, maybe you want to check it out. And yes, women do really steam their lady parts. It helps some women with cramps when they have their moon cycles. It helps some women to, just have a more normal cycle. There's a lot of benefits to it. No more cycles as of today. Really? Well, that's interesting. I guess she's past that phase in her life. Or maybe she had her tubes tied. I always keep a whole box around, definitely. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. Thank you. Oh, she had a hysterectomy this morning. Oh my god. Ah, poor girl. Oh, I hope she feels better soon. I really do. This morning, wow. What night were we in here talking about pie? Was it Sunday night? It was the same night I was talking about chocolate, wasn't it? Supposed to go home today if all goes well. Wow. I hope that she feels better soon. I can't even imagine. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Give me 3 numbers, 1 through 27. Please. Excuse me. Give me 5 numbers. Excuse me. I think I'm going to go to bed soon. My allergies are fresh. Ooh. Yep, fall's here. At least up here in the mountains it is. Yeah, I bet. Well, okay, so it's 1:30 in the morning here. So if anybody wants to ask a free question that hasn't yet, or anybody wants to get a paid reading, let me know, because I'm going to do the free collective message. I'm going to go to bed. I have been working all day, and it's my best friend's birthday today, so I want to make sure that I don't oversleep the time to be able to spend with her today. Sure, you can do a yes or no question, Metal Rain. Great, my nose is running. Spirit, is she going to respond? Is Ileana going to respond to Metal Rain? Will she respond to him? Spirit says, no, not tonight in this reversed judgment. Justice. She's trying to give herself some justice through possibly rest. I only say rest because Justice has a sword in her hand. That song's about mental wealth. That sword is about mental wealth and reverse judgment. She's trying to not be too hard on herself or get into anything that's going to get her too overexcited. She feels like she needs to rest right now. She will respond though. Give her some time. She always responds. You know that. Spirit, what do we need to know as a free collective message, love story for everybody tonight? This Romance Angels deck. What do we need to know? Healing family issues. Getting to know one another. So maybe for some of you, you'll be healing some family issues, getting to know your family again. Maybe you've got some friends that you are getting back in touch with that are helping you learn to love yourself again, or maybe you're meeting new friends that you're making chemistry with, having chemistry with through your connections and your bonds that you're making and creating over the summer here and now at the end of summer. Carpet moved forward. Go. Oh, well, she did post her fans next show. Okay. Oh, yeah, and the full moon is coming up. So I feel like Spirit's saying enjoy this upcoming full moon with somebody special. I know I will be. I'm glad she posted her next band show. Praying for the best for Ileana and you, Metal Rain. Thank you so much for coming by to Metal Rain. I really appreciate it. I hope that Ileana will find the strength to want and the courage to want to get better and get help. Maria, thank you so much for coming by, and thank you so much for your donations today. I appreciate it. You remember, y'all can get a private reading anytime. Just email me at gypsyqueencardreader@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you or somebody from my staff within 12 to 24 hours. Thanks so much for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate y'all for coming by. I'm sorry I didn't get to your question. There was somebody here. Nuji, does he like you, sweetheart? If you like him, I'm pretty sure he does. It's just science. Thank you so much, JD and Dingia Watson, for your donations and everybody who came by tonight. I pray that y'all have a good night, a good day. And pray for world peace and for anyone who might be in chains physically, mentally, or emotionally, that you are freed from those chains sooner than later. All right, as Sophia from the Golden Girls would say, good night, sayonara, arrivederci, kalanita. Hey, Jamie Wilson, thanks so much for coming by. I'm about to end my live. I hope you're doing well. If you wanted to ask a free yes or no question, let's just split the deck for you real quick. Spirit says, no, not right now, maybe next time. Thanks so much for your subscription, though. Please don't forget to like the live, you guys, and I'll be back sometime soon, today on August 15th. So be good to yourself with your thoughts. Good night.